Welcome to my travel journey. This time, join us as we take a walk through Thessaloniki, Greece, a fascinating city on the shores of the Aegean Sea, where more than 2,000 years of history blend with Byzantine heritage, impressive landmarks, lively streets, traditional markets, and the vibrant atmosphere of modern Greek life. We are now arriving at Thessaloniki International Airport, Macedonia, one of Greece's busiest airports and the main gateway to northern Greece. Thessaloniki is the second largest city in the country, with around 319,000 residents in the municipality and a metropolitan area of roughly 1 million people. Macedonia is one of the busiest airports in Greece, welcoming around 8 million passengers each year and connecting northern Greece with destinations across Europe and beyond. We're now heading towards the city centre, beginning our visit along Thessaloniki's beautiful waterfront, near the iconic statue of Alexander the Great. Alexander himself lived before Thessaloniki was founded, but his legacy is deeply connected to the region. The city was founded in 315 BC by Cassander of Macedon and named after his wife Thessaloniki, who was Alexander the Great's half-sister. We're now walking along Thessaloniki's beautiful waterfront, right beside the sea, as we make our way towards one of the city's most famous landmarks, the iconic White Tower. On our left, we can see the Black Pearl, a pirate-themed ship inspired by pirates of the Caribbean, offering scenic cruises along Thessaloniki's waterfront and beautiful views of the city from the sea. We have now arrived at the White Tower, Thessaloniki's most iconic landmark and one of the most recognizable symbols of the city. Standing proudly on the waterfront, this historic tower has witnessed centuries of Thessaloniki's fascinating and turbulent history. We are now inside the tower, exploring its permanent exhibition and discovering the centuries of history behind this iconic monument. Admission costs €8 during the summer season, when the tower is open from 8 AM to 8 PM. During winter, admission is €4 and opening hours are from 8:30 AM to 3:30 PM. Built during the Ottoman period in the 15th or early 16th century as part of the city's defensive system, the White Tower later served as a prison and place of execution, earning the dark nickname Tower of Blood. Today, its much more peaceful role is to house a permanent exhibition exploring more than 2,300 years of local history. The top, around 34 meters above the waterfront, where we can enjoy a spectacular 360-degree panoramic view over the city and the Thermaic Gulf. And on a clear day, even Mount Olympus can be seen in the distance. Along Leophoros Nikis Avenue, we enjoy the lively cafés and restaurants overlooking the sea, while also passing the bust of Admiral Nikolaos Votsis, a Greek naval hero of the First Balkan War. Along the way, we stop at a local restaurant to enjoy a Greek kebab and chicken souvlaki. A typical meal at a casual restaurant, usually costs around €15 to €25 per person. We are now making our way towards Aristotelous Square, walking through one of the liveliest parts of the city. Along the way, we can enjoy the relaxed atmosphere, with plenty of cafes, restaurants, and shops lining the streets, making this a perfect area to stroll around, stop for a coffee, and simply enjoy local life. We have now arrived at Aristotelous Square, the city's most famous square, designed by French architect Ernest Hébrard as part of the reconstruction following the devastating fire of 1917. Inspired by both European and Byzantine architecture, it opens directly towards the sea and remains one of the main meeting places for locals, surrounded by cafes, elegant buildings, and some of the city's most important cultural venues. Although Hébrard's original vision was much more ambitious, only part of his grand plan was eventually completed, with most of the buildings around the square taking their present form between the 1950s and early 1960s. Today, the square is also home to the Olympian Cinema, headquarters of the Thessaloniki International Film Festival, while its wide opening towards the sea offers impressive views across the Thermaic Gulf and, on clear days, towards Mount Olympus. We are now standing in front of the famous flower clock, a distinctive landmark dating back to the 1970s. Surrounded by colorful seasonal plants, the clock was fully restored in 2023 and now uses a modern GPS-controlled mechanism to keep accurate time. We are now heading towards the traditional market area, leaving the open space of Aristotelous Square behind and walking through the busy streets of the city centre. Along the way, we pass a wide variety of shops, boutiques, cafes, and local businesses before gradually entering the older commercial district, where the modern shopping streets give way to historic markets, narrow passages, and a more traditional atmosphere. This part of the city has been a center of trade for centuries, with some of its traditional markets dating back to the Ottoman period. The nearby Kapani Market, for example, has existed since the 15th century and remains the oldest open market in the city, preserving much of the atmosphere of the old commercial center. We are now entering Kapani Market, where narrow covered lanes, colorful stalls, and small family-run shops create a lively and authentic atmosphere. Here, locals still come to shop for fresh produce, fish, meat, olives, spices, and traditional Greek products, making it a great place to experience everyday local life. Beyond the food stalls, Kapani is also a place to discover small tavernas, bakeries, traditional coffee shops and stores selling everything from sweets and spices to clothing and souvenirs. Many businesses have remained in the same families for 2 or 3 generations, helping preserve the character of the old commercial quarter. As we continue through the market, we can discover many traditional Greek and Macedonian products, including different varieties of olives, feta, and other local cheeses, aromatic herbs and spices, honey, nuts, and preserved foods. The region is also known for specialties such as bougatsa, sureki, and the famous trigona pastries from Panorama, reflecting the rich culinary traditions of northern Greece. There is also a darker chapter hidden within these busy streets. During the Greek War of Independence in 1821, the market became the scene of executions, when several prominent members of the local Greek community were hanged here by the Ottoman authorities. It is a striking contrast with the lively commercial atmosphere we experience today. As we leave the market behind, we pass the statue of Eleftherios Venizelos, one of the most influential figures in modern Greek history. Created by sculptor Giannis Papas, the 4-meter-high marble statue depicts the former prime minister addressing the public. We are now making our way towards the Holy Cathedral Church of Hagia Sophia, walking through some of the city centre's most elegant shopping streets. This area is known for its quality boutiques, fashion stores, jewelry shops, and international brands, mixed with stylish cafes and smaller local businesses, making the walk itself an enjoyable part of the experience. We have now reached Agia Sophia Square, where we can see the monument to the genocide of Pontian Hellenism. The memorial honors the Pontian Greeks who lost their lives or were forcibly displaced from their ancestral homeland during the tragic events of 1914 to 1923, and remains an important symbol of remembrance for the Pontian community. We are now standing in front of the Cathedral of Agia Sophia, one of the most important Byzantine monuments in Greece. Built in the late 7th century on the site of an earlier basilica, its architecture was inspired by the famous Hagia Sophia in Constantinople. Over the centuries, it served as an Orthodox cathedral, a Catholic cathedral during the Latin occupation, and later a mosque under Ottoman rule, before returning to Orthodox worship in the early 20th century. Today, it is especially admired for its remarkable Byzantine mosaics and forms part of the city's UNESCO World Heritage Monuments. As we explore the interior, we can admire centuries-old Byzantine mosaics, religious frescoes, marble columns, decorative stonework, icons and architectural details from different periods, creating a remarkable blend of art, history, and faith. We have now left the cathedral behind and are making our way towards the Arch of Galerius. As we walk through the city centre, the streets become increasingly busy, filled with traffic, pedestrians, shops, cafes, and the constant movement of everyday life, a lively contrast to the ancient Roman monument we are about to visit. Along the way, we come across hidden historical treasures, such as the Church of Metamorphosis of the Sotir, a small Byzantine church dating back to around 1345. Despite its modest size, it preserves remarkable Byzantine frescoes and is today part of the UNESCO World Heritage Monuments. We have now reached the Arch of Galerius, one of the most impressive surviving monuments from the Roman era. Built around AD 305 to celebrate Emperor Galerius's victory over the Persian Sassanid Empire, the arch once formed part of a vast imperial complex. Its surviving pillars still display remarkable carved reliefs depicting scenes of battles, victories, and imperial ceremonies from more than 1,700 years ago. Just a short walk from the Arch of Galerius, we find the Rotunda, a remarkable Roman monument built in the early 4th century. Originally linked to Emperor Galerius, it later became a Christian church and then an Ottoman mosque, preserving ancient mosaics and a surviving minaret from its long and fascinating history. Continuing our walk, our next stop is the Holy Church of Panagia Dexia, an impressive Orthodox church standing close to the Arch of Galerius. Built in the mid-20th century on the site of an earlier church, it is known for its beautiful interior, colorful religious artwork, and its revered icon of the Virgin Mary, which holds a special place in local religious tradition. Inside, we can admire the richly decorated iconostasis, colorful frescoes, religious icons, and intricate details that create a peaceful and deeply spiritual atmosphere. We now continue towards the Palace of Galerius, walking down the street alongside the remains of the apsidal hall, once part of the vast imperial complex built for Emperor Galerius in the early 4th century. These archaeological remains offer a glimpse into the scale and importance of the complex, which once included ceremonial halls, residential areas, and monumental buildings at the heart of Roman life. We have now reached the ruins of the Palace of Galerius, built in the early 4th century as part of the emperor's vast imperial complex. Once filled with grand halls, courtyards, mosaics, and richly decorated spaces, the palace was designed to demonstrate Roman power and imperial prestige. Today, its surviving foundations and archaeological remains reveal the impressive scale of a complex that once dominated this part of the ancient city. As we explore the ruins, we can still see traces of ancient rooms, corridors, courtyards, and decorative mosaics, offering a fascinating glimpse into imperial life more than 1,700 years ago. As our tour comes to an end, we look back on a journey through more than 2,000 years of history. From the legacy of Alexander the Great and the Roman world of Galerius, to magnificent Byzantine churches, Ottoman influences, and the vibrant modern city we see today. Along the way, we explored the iconic White Tower, walked along the waterfront and through Aristotelous Square, discovered the traditional atmosphere of Kapani Market, and visited remarkable monuments such as the Arch of Galerius, the Rotunda, and the ancient imperial palace. Thessaloniki is a city where history is never far away, with Roman ruins, Byzantine treasures, lively markets, cafés, and modern streets all existing side by side, making it one of the most fascinating destinations in Greece. Thank you for joining us on my travel journey. We hope you enjoyed exploring Thessaloniki with us, and we look forward to seeing you again in our next video and our next destination.